Hey there, how are you today? My name is Dana Demara, and you have landed on Astrocast. This is your weekly forecast from December 4th through the 11th. Okay, we have a beautiful Venus week. And I say that because Venus is really active this week and really supportive, actually. So I talked about this in class yesterday. I was having a really hard time trying to figure out the one word for the theme. And then I just gave up because the only way I can explain this theme is live from your heart and get really serious about what that is that lives in your heart. This week, Venus trines Saturn, which makes for this beautiful recipe of productivity and deep intentions and being serious about your value and what you value and how you're going to create financial abundance and all of this, right? And so Saturn keeps it real. Saturn wants you to be serious about it and take the time to write the things down and make the checklists and do what I call heart mapping, right? If you follow me on Instagram, I will go ahead and I'll post this whole thought process I have around heart mapping. But I'll just tell you this: in college, I learned about mind mapping, where we, map out what's going on in our mind and we draw on the center of the circle. Say, for example, you want to intend a partnership, right? From that space, you just literally write out words of what that looks like. But I encourage heart mapping because when we map from the mind, we are literally ruminating thoughts. But when we map from the heart, we're actually creating from this space of our true self, right? And then toward the end of the week, Venus is opposing Jupiter. Now, usually oppositions are not helpful, right? They kind of create some tension, and they can always with these two planets. But what I will say is that Venus is all about love, money, abundance, value systems, all of that. And Jupiter is expansion, right? Jupiter wants, it's good fortune, it's luck, right? So Jupiter wants you to have what you want. The only thing we have to guard against with this type of energy is overspending, over zealousness, overindulgence, right? But I saw this thing yesterday online, and it just encapsulated everything. It said, get really serious about what you want and visualize and feel what that looks like. Feel what that looks like. That's the theme for the week. Don't be distracted. Don't allow outside forces to kind of steer you away, right? Stay really focused. Use this Saturn energy and this Jupiter energy with Venus to really get prepared for the life that you really desire. We're heading up toward the end of the year. So if you want your chart read for 2024, I highly recommend it. Highly, 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 highly recommend it. I am doing chart readings every week. So if that's something that interests you, please go to my website at danademara.com. And if you just want information about astrology in general, if you go to myastrocast.com, you'll go ahead and link in there, and it'll give you all the information you need. They'll start sending you emails on, what do the houses look like? What does this mean? What does that mean? And how do I read my chart and all of this, right? Which leads me to tell you about my astrology 101 plus yoga. Okay, of course, for 2024. It's a course for anybody that you want to take. You can either take it in person in Encinitas or online. It doesn't happen until April, so just keep your eyes open and your heart open too. Thank you so much. You guys have such a beautiful day. Namaste.